Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Aaron Witt. I'm here to discuss my specific concerns with this ordinance. At age 18, I entered my given profession, and for the past 21 years, I have been employed and I have faithfully served in each and every community in which I've been employed. Between 1990 and 1998, I worked for 2 different communities. I witnessed time and again as good, hard-working employees suffer the wrath of injustice caused by arbitrary decisions. I watched as managers changed employees' work schedule, work conditions, days off, work assignments, and even their vacation. These things weren't done out of mission-critical concerns or staffing needs. They were done because of arbitrary feelings based on disagreements. It was wrong. Employees suffered, their families suffered, and the community suffered. In 1998, I was hired by the municipality of Anchorage. With my wife, I moved here. Over the course of 15 years, I've established my home, my career, and my family here in Anchorage. I came to continue my chosen career, to live in a place that I love, and have the security of knowing that the aspects of my employment are spelled out in a contract. Contracts that I might add are fairly negotiated and mutually agreed upon. I liked what I saw, and I've been blessed ever since. Opportunities afforded to me such as hours of work time, hours of work and overtime. The vast majority of folks that I work with do so out of a desire to serve. These agreements are reasonable and simply establish fairness and compensation for when the service that I provide far intrudes into my life. Seniority. Seniority is one key element that drew me here. I view seniority as a known quantity. I knew that after years of sacrificing nights, weekends, and holidays, I would someday earn the ability to choose my shift, my days off, and my vacation. It's a fair and equitable way to establish organizational stability. Some of the concerns I have with this ordinance have to do with management rights, to determine operations including staffing, scheduling, and overtime, the ability to exercise complete control and discretion over scheduling of its employees and or equipment. According to my contract, management has the right to manage affairs and direct its workforce, unless it's otherwise fairly negotiated and mutually agreed upon. Collective bargaining under this, supervisory employees shall not be members of the bargaining unit. In 2011, I promoted to a supervisory position. And if you ask me, I've done a damn good job for my employees, for my employers, and for this city. If this ordinance had been in place, I would not have promoted. Over the last 2 years, I have worked diligently to encourage and to motivate my employees to strive for leadership positions. This ordinance dramatically undermines that. Speaking of arbitrary decisions, binding arbitration protects both entities from arbitrary decisions. Mr. Mayor, ladies and gentlemen of the Assembly, if you want to change the conditions of my contract, then do so. Negotiate it. What I fear the most about this ordinance is that neither side truly knows the full extent of the consequences that could occur if this ordinance passes. I fear that passing this ordinance will forever erode the foundation of trust and morale for thousands of workers who faithfully serve this community. I am Aaron Witt. This ordinance is unnecessary, and I do not support the idea that a law is needed to effectively manage.
Thank you.
Just want to make sure, I heard what you said about you wouldn't have put in for a promotion if you knew that it was going to remove you from the protection of the community. What happens if this passes and supervisors are no longer allowed to participate?
According to this ordinance, as I read it under 37, 060 collective bargaining units, I would be removed from that position. I would be removed.
Would you take a downgrade or request a downgrade to go back into protections?
Well, Mr. Holman, at the point that occurs, my contract expires. For those ladies and gentlemen who are sitting in a seat, if you're still in that seat, I'll come and let you know at that time.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.